The second stimulus checks, where do Biden and Harris stand on $1,200 payments, and when can we expect this second check? So, by most accounts, the possibility of a coronavirus relief package during the remainder of President Donald Trump's time in office is highly unlikely. Despite an aid package and direct payments being a priority before the election, the White House has shown little interest in pushing things forward. And in Congress, Senate, and House leadership are on completely different pages. The Trump administration is reportedly stepping back from negotiations on a new stimulus package and leaving it to Senator Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to revive long-stalled talks with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Enter President-elect Joe Biden. Coronavirus relief will likely be one of the first things on his plate when he takes office in January 2021. Biden has long pushed for additional aid, and this week said Pelosi and Senator Minority Leader Chuck Schumer know my views on stimulus. Looking back at Biden's messaging on the campaign trail, the president-elect said in his plan to combat the coronavirus that we must spend whatever it takes without delay to meet public health needs and deal with mounting economic consequences, but he did not specify a stimulus payment amount. Along with the expanding free COVID-19 testing, mounting a national emergency effort, and funding state and local governments, part of his plan also calls for emergency paid leave covering 100% of weekly salaries or average weekly earnings capped at $1,400 a week. Eligible recipients include sick workers, workers caring for family or loved ones, those with increased risk of health complications from COVID-19, domestic workers, caregivers, gig economy workers, and independent contractors. There you heard it, gig economy workers and independent contractors. Parents dealing with school closings would be eligible for paid leave as well as child care assistance. As of late, Pelosi has pushed for a $2.2 trillion relief package that would provide a second round of a one-time $1,200 stimulus checks to Americans. Payments that at one time had bipartisan support, including the backing of President Trump. Her proposal has been met with Republican resistance as McConnell eyes a much smaller targeted relief measure in the ballpark of $500 billion. On Thursday morning, Pelosi indicated that wasn't acceptable and noted the needs of Americans as COVID cases surged to record levels. We're in the same place, even more so with the pandemic, Pelosi told reporters, according to Politico's Jake Sherman. Look at these numbers, look at these predictions from the scientific community. At one point, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris pushed one of the more aggressive relief measures to be discussed in Congress. In May, Harris joined Senators Bernie Sanders and Ed Markey and introduced the monthly Economic Crisis Support Act, legislation that would give a monthly $2,000 stimulus check to eligible Americans. There would be another $2,000 per child with a limit of 3 children, a maximum $10,000 per family per month. To qualify, individuals will have to make less than $120,000. The measure would not require a tax return or social security number to receive the assistance, and funds would also go to the homeless and foster youth. The payments would end on the third month beginning after the date of which the Secretary of Health and Human Services determines that the public health emergency of COVID-19 has ended. While such a measure is highly unlikely, it reinforces stimulus relief is likely priority of the incoming administration. So I would say nothing's going to happen before January the 21st, the day he takes office. Obviously, they're going to jump on this immediately because the COVID numbers are still going to be super high in January. So I would say the decisions will be made end of January, and sometimes in February we can expect that payment, right? Now, shout out to Cover, my sponsor. KOVER starts at $7 a month. It's a gig protection plan, and It covers all of these gig companies in case you get wrongfully deactivated or terminated by these companies. Their legal arm, Legal Rideshare, kicks in, will send off the letters to the companies requesting immediate reinstatement. Now, both companies assist you if you are injured or have property damage to your car or have wage losses. COVA, for example, kicks in and covers 80%. What Legal Rideshare does is they actually go and handle the entire insurance claim for you against the person that damaged your car or injured you, and they only get paid when you get paid. So feel free to leave your comments regarding the 1,200 second stimulus payment. When do you expect this to happen?